All right, we're in the small bedroom here, and we're getting everything moved out. We decided to go ahead and kind of rip everything apart so we can paint all in one shot. So moving stuff so that we can work on stuff. Hey, we've been there before.
Story of our lives, shuffling stuff from one place to another.
I wanna jump around when I think about yesterday. Your smile, your style so fly, my oh my. As time stood still, I got the urge to steal a kiss, and so I did. Now I'm embarrassed, but just a little bit. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips.
Well, we had opened up the window in here because where Dee Dee was pulling out the carpet and it was really dusty. And we noticed that Oliver was sitting in the window and the window screen was gone. And we started looking around and we're like, whoa, where's all the cats at? And Mr. Jasper had bailed out with the screen in off the bank there, which is a pretty good drop. That's probably, the backside of this house sits up a good ways, and that's probably 6 or 8 feet down for a 3-legged cat. So anyhow, went calling around the house, couldn't find him. Found him, he was playing underneath the house. So we do need to make sure that everything is picked up under the house, that there's no decon things or anything that got left laying around down in there. There were some old empty ones, but I just want to make sure everything's cleared up good before these guys go out. Probably should crawl under the house today, make sure everything's buttoned up. And if that's all good, then we can start letting them out into the wild. And because honestly, this is a big house, but it is very small with 3 wild cats running around, causing havoc everywhere and being in every spot that you could possibly be. This little guy was about ready to jump out and follow his brother out the window. So yeah, I'm talking about you.
Can you imagine us two out in the woods in a big old house? We'd pass our days on clouds floating around. Oh, since I met you, I feel unbreakable. Oh, I can take it all. Wish me good luck, give me the courage to ask for more. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips. Oh, we could be birds discovering the world, the best ones they've ever heard about. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips. I promise you, promise you. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips. I promise you, promise you. I promise you. I was lost
was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me and you saw me and smiled. I will never forget the first time when I saw you. I thought I lost my mind. Blue and faded was blown away and left behind. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? Loving you has never felt more right. Woke up lonely, and for you there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do. I would walk 1,000 miles just to see you. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale.
So I got the walk-in pantry completely done. All of the staples are out, the tack strip is out, so the floor is all clear. And then also got all of the contact paper out, which is nice that it came up easier than what the kitchen did. So this came up in fairly large strips, so it was pretty quick to get that all done. So on to the next. I'm gonna work on this little closet now.
All right, we are making slow and steady progress. We got one teeny little piece of carpet left in here and the bedroom that needs pulled out. Got a little bit of stuff left to pull, but overall making good progress on getting everything torn out. And everything in this bedroom has all been pulled out and either put in the outside porch that's covered or stuffed, most of it stuffed into our bedroom at the moment. Just so we can get it out of here, get everything torn up, and then we can paint, and then after that we'll get everything put back in place. Well, one of the things that we want to make sure that we get buttoned up is all the loose little things laying around. We'd like to let the cats out of the prison that is also the house. I'm sure they view it that way. There was just so much stuff laying around that they can get into. There was a whole bunch of decon all over. So we just really want to make sure that that's all kind of cleaned up. That way they won't either get really, really sick or end up dying. So one of the things I'm doing today is scouring everything and buttoning everything up underneath the house, making sure there's nothing that they can get into that's laying around anywhere. So we're just doing a little scouting mission right now, making sure that everything possible that we can see is taken care of, buttoned up, and that way we don't have to worry about it. All right, there's still a pretty good leak in here that needs fixed. I think that's the last one. That's the biggest leak. But this crawl space is actually right in front of the living room, and I was hoping when we pulled the carpet in there, I would see a wet spot before I can just cut it and get into it from the top side. There's actually no evidence of the leak on the top side, so I'm not sure where it's at underneath there. I do need to crawl under there, slice the underside of this thing open, and pull out all that wet insulation and everything and see where it's actually leaking and dripping. But for now, I'm just gonna
For now, I'm just going to stick my head in the sand like an ostrich and just pretend like that's not happening, since it's not affecting anything at the moment. We'll get back to that after we get the inside painted and ready to go. So we'll put that on the tier 2 priority for the moment. That is about as ugly and ghetto as we can get, but that's okay. As long as it's covered up, I'll be back in there shortly. Yeah, as long as we can keep the cats out of there. We are definitely not mouse and squirrel tight, but I think all the big holes that the cats will get in are covered up. Still got a spot under the deck I want to keep them out of, so let's go see if I can close that off. So when we were having inspections done for the, oh, there's a turkey, a bunch of turkeys. So when we were having the inspection done for the septic on this place, this deck was partially built over the septic tank. So we actually had to pull up part of the deck so that we could get in to get it pumped and inspected. And so that's why this was off. Hey, turkeys. Ooh. Oh, hey. That's funny, hadn't even bothered to look in this little shed. There's a whole bunch of, I guess, firewood ends and, you know, old lumber cutoffs and stuff stored in here. From what I understand, this used to be like a goat pen or something back in the day, but more electrical, more questionable electrical dangling. Hopefully it's not hooked up to anything. Anyhow, don't see any decon in here. I missed it. Those turkeys just come flying in past me. I think they lost me behind that shed. They had a little bit of a surprise when I started walking out, but they kind of get up on that hill up above us, and then for some reason they like to fly down into this property, even though it's not that far away, but interesting. All right, so we already looked in here. We'll just double check, make sure there's no decon on the edges, but this is where we put all the firewood at, and we got everything cleaned up in here, so we'll just give it one more once over. Okay, I'm sure the cats will have lots of fun coming in here and playing. We already moved this shed the other day. I'll just double check on the shelves. There was a bunch of random stuff we cleaned up. I still need to finish the approach on this, but yeah, no nastiness laying around in there. Ooh, scared the turkeys again. Scared me. All right, I'll see if I can lock myself in here again. Check in here. This is the pump house. It sits on top of a holding tank, a reserve tank for low flow wells. We'll just check in here. There's obviously mouse and squirrel activity in here. So there's probably no decon left, but we'll just double check. Did I mention the electrical was questionable? Jeez. Thankfully, all the stuff that wasn't done after the fact is good. The stuff that was done professionally is good, but there's some weird stuff. So this is definitely not airtight. Lots of squirrel and mouse entries, both up to everywhere. I mean, if I was a squirrel or a mouse, I would just get in here anywhere, because pretty much is a mouse and squirrel house. So yeah. I will fix that. Once again, low on the priority list. Okay. We were able to get most of the stain and that sort of stuff cleaned up the other day. We do have a few things left, but it's mostly just dried out, like roof tar and that sort of stuff. So the cats should not mess with any of that. Random bottle of bleach. Don't think the cat's gonna mess with that. Although they did chew one of our bleach bottles at our old place. We found cat chew holes all over in it, but maybe that's why Jasper's a little bit slow. All right, we did a rough inspection all the way around. I think we've got everything buttoned up and tidied up so the cats can't get in too much trouble. So, well, they'll get into, I'm sure, plenty of trouble, but hopefully nothing that'll kill them. So, feeling pretty good about that. I think we're going to go ahead and let them out into the world to explore tomorrow. And oh, now the deer are coming down to visit. Man, I'll tell you what, there's so many turkeys and deer on this property. Anyhow, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.